I remember the day vividly. I used to check my car's oil daily at one of my previous jobs, but one week I decided I didn't want to waste 2 minutes every day, and I neglected that pretty simple routine. And guess what? That was the week my car broke down. A pesky little oil leak reared its ugly head, and I remember thinking, why do engines even need oil? Why does checking oil feel like such a hassle? And why don't more people do it? Well, what if I told you checking your oil is the easiest car maintenance thing that no one does, and neglecting it can cost you? Jerry's got your back, so let's get into it. So, why do engines need oil in the first place? I mean, the gist of it is that your engine has a lot of moving parts, like a bunch of them. And if you don't have oil to lubricate all these moving parts, it creates friction that reduces performance and hurts the engine. Oil changes also help prevent the buildup of sludge, which clogs the oil passages in the engine, and it also helps prevent the engine metals from wearing down due to high temperatures. So if you've been driving with the change oil light on for quite some time, you're severely risking irreversibly damaging your engine. And I know what you're thinking, if it's so dangerous, then how often should I change my oil? Well, the common school of thought is to change your engine's oil every 3,000 miles or so. However, this comes from the time period when less efficient engines didn't have sensors to detect low oil, so it was best practice to change oil sooner rather than later. In reality, many car manufacturers today recommend oil changes much less frequently, with car brands like Ford, Volkswagen, and Porsche recommending anywhere from every 7,500 miles to every 10,000 miles. So if you've been getting your oil changed every 3,000 miles, you may be spending too much money and even wasting oil. But be sure to check your car's owner's manual before just deciding how often you want to take your car in, because your owner's manual will know the best frequency. Okay, Jerry, so how will I know when my car actually needs oil then? Well, manually checking your oil is the easiest and most accurate way to know if your engine needs oil. No more than a few decades ago, car ownership in America was much more of a hands-on DIY culture. Checking oil was a basic routine and nobody really thought twice about it. But as cars became more complex, the combination of the time commitment, the fear of getting our hands dirty or possibly hurting the car, and advanced car technology forced that DIY car culture to fade for the general population. Many modern cars have sensors and dashboard lights that will notify you if your car is approaching a harmfully low amount of oil, but sometimes these sensors and dash lights do fail. And that's why manually checking your oil is the easiest car maintenance thing that almost nobody does. While your hands might get a little dirty, like maybe a drip of oil on your finger at most, checking your oil is so easy that it could be done every single day. However, that is a bit excessive, so a once per week schedule is much more manageable. To check your engine's oil, just make sure your car is parked on a level surface. Make sure you wait about 10 minutes after turning the car off before checking to allow all the oil to return to the sump. Then go ahead, raise the hood, find the top of the dipstick, which is just that colorful little plastic ring under the hood that you probably are like, what the heck is that? Pull it out, wipe it with a clean rag or paper towel, and then place it back into the engine, ensuring it goes all the way in. Then immediately pull it right back out, hold it horizontally, and at the end of the dipstick, there are two lines. If the oil is below yet close to the higher line, then your engine's oil level is great. If it's above the higher line, your engine has too much oil, which is also bad for the car. You'll need to drain some to get back to an acceptable level. If the oil level is close to or below the lower line, then you need to top off your oil immediately. If it's anywhere in the middle, you are still in the clear, but you could change it if you wanted to. Checking your oil is vital to the long-term health of your car. It's like your yearly physical. It's better to check than to ignore issues until it's too late. I want to have my car for as long as possible, so I'll be checking its oil frequently. And if I do need an oil change, I'll be sure to use the Jerry app to find a trusted mechanic nearby that can help me out.
Jerry, the AllCar app that's got your back. Because we car.